Read the Words, November 19, 2019 by Anna von Reitz. During my long verbal duel with Richard Schaum, an advocate of Phil Hudok's Arbitration Award and Peace Treaty 2020, who, so far as we can see, hasn't signed up himself, he kept saying, "Read the words." Well, we did. That's just the problem. I knew that "natural person" isn't correct terminology, and a quick look at a legal dictionary online confirmed that, but I continued to be bothered by it. Something was niggling around in the back of my mind, a memory concerning that exact legal term, natural person. I'd seen that before somewhere in my meanderings, but natural person isn't a common normal term you see every day. It's one of those oddball things you encounter only in specific, limited, rather esoteric areas of probate law, and there is a very good reason for that, because natural person means corpse. Corpse, as in literal dead body, morgue, toe-tagged, coroner's office. So what in God's name is going on here? People are being encouraged to make claims to the effect that they are corpses? Nobody in their right mind should ever make such a claim, and nobody in their right mind should ever write legislation like this piece of art. Yet, apparently, this has been sponsored and passed as a relief measure by the United States Municipal Congress, so that we have the spectacle of zombies, literally corpses, coming forward to claim reparations for their deaths. Get a clue here, folks. This isn't happenstance. This is no accident. You have no cause to know that natural person means corpse, but the black-robed shysters defrauding you do. Rand Paul, a bar attorney, does. There is a logic to it. If you claim to be corpses, then you must be dead and remain dead. You must accept their action declaring that you are legally dead and continue to act as if you are. Accept whatever happens and whatever they do to you or for you, because, obviously, as a corpse you have no rights or motive force, no ability to speak or defend yourself, no property rights at all. By accepting their offer to call yourself a natural person, you agree not to ever come back from the dead and reclaim your living estate. You hand them carte blanche to do what they want to do with your name and estate forevermore. Just hand it over in equitable exchange for what they owe you anyway. I have rarely seen a more carefully crafted or more deceitful legal document or process than this crapola being pushed by Phil Hudok and Richard Schaum and the purported flag officers. It truly is diabolical in concept and execution, and designed to defraud average Americans while at the same time accomplishing three goals for the rats. 1. Claiming that you are a natural person forecloses your ability to come forward and claim back your purloined birthright estate. They claimed that you were dead as a premise to allow them to seize upon and inherit your estate, and by signing onto these relief measures, you agree with them. It's their home free card, disguised as relief for you, when in fact it is relief for them. 2. You accept a title issued by the municipal United States government, a private corporation, to your land. It doesn't matter what words they use to describe this title, freehold, in allodium, etc. A title is a title. And if the title is issued by the municipal United States, this can only mean that you donated your land to them and they are graciously giving you back the rights of a tenant, not a landlord, by their grace. That's goal number 2 of this heinous offer, sucker you into donating your land and accepting a title in exchange for it. 3. If you sign a peace treaty that serves as de facto proof that you have been at war with them and exonerates them for all their abuse of you and your property assets. This, when no average American has ever been at war with them, and when they have instead been committing war crimes against innocent civilians and profiting themselves for 150 years using this pathetic excuse. If you signed on to the Arbitration Award or signed the Peace Treaty 2020, contact the congressional delegation representing your state and tell them that you made a mistake and were not given full disclosure about the meaning of the legal terms and circumstance, so you request that your name be removed from these actions and protected from further abuse of your trust and good faith. Do it today and get your butts backed out of this ringer. And all of you who have been led astray by dollar signs, be aware that Phil Hudok hasn't received a dime, and even if he does, it's just more public debt being heaped on your own backs and everyone else's. It's not any remedy being provided by the popes or the queen, the actual perpetrators that owe you money from their own pockets, and both genuine remedy and relief. Having read the words and having evaluated this offer, I and the other members of the living law firm are telling you in all earnestness, that this whole package being promoted by Phil Hudok and Company, is at best a bad joke and an insult, and at worst, an attempt to get millions of Americans to sign away all rights of the living and expedite more crimes against them. Shame on Rand Paul. Shame on the flag officers. Shame on everyone associated with pushing this ploy on innocent people and grossly misrepresenting a remedy for yourselves as a remedy for them. By all means, you zombies have our permission to agree that you are dead and to forever relinquish any right you had to call yourselves Americans, or claim any rights owed to living beings, and, you may also release any right to own any land here, forever. The rest of us will hold you all to your commitments, alive or dead. That includes your duty to defend us and our states of the Union against all enemies both foreign and domestic, so I guess you better report to the nearest prison facility and put your own bony arms in shackles. Help support this work by visiting www.annavonreitz.com and look for the donate button. Links to this article and more can be found in the video description box.